What's going on, guys? I'm Venomousfatman, and here's a brand new segment of The Verdict for all of you. This time I'm talking about a really ambitious anime movie by Katsuhiro Otomo, and it's called Steam Boy. You guys can see it here, right here. The little title is covered up by a sticker, but there you go, so you guys can see it. Steam Boy. There's the back. There you go. This is a really awesome anime movie. Pretty much any fan of anime or anybody that loves the type of, the medium really should check out this movie. Everybody knows Akira. Everybody thinks Akira is awesome, I myself included. But he also did, Otomo actually did this film. And this was done, I want to say almost about 10 years, after the original, after he made Akira. And it's a story about a young boy. It takes place in old school Victorian London, and around the 1800s. I forgot the exact year, but it's around the 1800s, where they're starting to discover pretty much the potential and the power of steam-powered engines and steam-powered technology. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens there. There's a lot of, story in here, so I'm not going to spoil anything. You definitely need to see this movie. Otomo, from looking at this movie and after having seen Akira also as well in the past, you could actually tell that this kind of has Otomo's real touch. It's always when you look at a particular type of film, you could always tell a really popular director has a certain type of touch to some of his films. You see the same thing in Miyazaki films as well as other Walt Disney type of films, when it comes to animation. Otomo has this real specific type of touch, the way that the animation is done and the way the storytelling is kind of brought to light and stuff. You could really tell it kind of leaves his mark on there. It's really, really, of the highest quality. It's really awesome. So anyway, pretty much the animation is great. Some of the best anime sequences you're going to find out there are in in this movie. Like I said, same thing goes for things like Akira. The characters are really awesome. The main character, Ray, I believe his name is. You really kind of, really care about what's going on with him as far as, throughout the entire movie. You meet up with a bunch of other different characters, including Ray's grandfather, his father, a young girl named Scarlet, who's the head of some type of company that's financing a bunch of projects and holding this type of World Fair almost. Think of it kind of like what the Stark Expo is in Marvel as far as technology, but it's kind of like a World Fair in London in this Victorian era. But it's really cool. Awesome action sequences. Awesome CG/2D hybrid animation brought together. It looks really incredible. If you could take some of the same type of animation quality from both Akira and from things like Ghost in the Shell, and then throw in a little bit of CG to kind of make it all come together really nicely, it makes an awesome presentation. Some of the sequences, when he's flying and such, or they're going around in the big type of steam-powered castle, look incredible. The sense of scale is phenomenal. You can really see that Otomo really took his time and really put a huge effort into really making some of the best action sequences you're ever going to find in any type of anime. So overall, you definitely need to check out this anime. It is really awesome. It's probably one of the best anime movies ever created of the entire century. Right next to Akira, obviously, and also next to other things from Miyazaki, for example, Spirited Away or any other such things like that. Ghost in the Shell, Metropolis. It's another one that actually has the actual theatrical trailer in here. Really, really awesome movie. It's really up there. Anybody that's a connoisseur of anime would tell you to at least check out this movie once. It may not be your subject matter. It might not, have giant robots and mecha or all types of magical and mystical powers and such. But this definitely is pretty much one of the highest points in the pinnacle of storytelling, animation, and directing that you're going to get out there. So anyway, definitely check out Steam Boy. One of my all-time favorite movies in the anime genre. Leave your comments and video responses. I don't mind. Just keep it civil. Let me know what you guys think of this movie. If you love it or hate it. Do you think there should be a live-action remake? Do you think that there shouldn't be? What are some of the other movies that are done by Otomo that you love, besides Akira? Put it in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. So I'm VFM. That has been The Verdict, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace!